Hi, I'm Doug. Most of you may know me from WrestlingMark.com, or you may know me simply from here on MySpace, where you may be checking out some of my blogs every so often. The reason I'm doing this is my first time ever doing a video blog. I'm going to look to see how it works. If I like it, do it again. If not, we won't do it again. But it's just an opportunity to do something new and kind of use some of the equipment I already have and trying out some new things. One of the things I want to talk about, and mainly the main thing I want to talk about, is WrestlingMark.com. As a lot of you know, I left WrestlingMark.com back in December of last year. There were a number of reasons why. I'm not going to get into all of them here. Even though I had gotten into some on my blog, which you have checked out, those weren't all the reasons. There were a number of reasons why. Some of them personal. A lot of it had to do with conflicts within the staff of WrestlingMark.com, and I just thought wasn't having fun with it anymore. So I decided back in September of last year to leave, and it was a tough decision to make. To be honest with you, I was very proud of what we did at WrestlingMark.com. We were the first to do a lot of things that are more commonplace today on wrestling websites. We offered wrestlers a chance to, host their own pages. We gave promotions a place to voice what they think about with their promotions and promote their promotions. We gave a chance for fans to actually speak up and have something to say about what goes on in the wrestling community. We were very proud of that, and I was exceptionally proud of it, of the work I'd done there, and I saw a great future for it. And unfortunately, because of the event, certain events and things that had happened, it was just time for me to leave. So in December of last year, I had turned the site over to Grange. Most of you know him as Flipper, or Grange, Harvard, Yale, Bernard. When I did that, the understanding was initially that he was going to have some partners that are going to work with him. Running this website was very tough. One of the toughest things I've ever had to do. Financially, it is extremely draining. We never brought in a dime. We always felt everything should be free, because that's, it's hard enough for a family of four to go out and have a good time without having to spend extra money to find out when events are happening. So we felt it was important that everything be free on the site, and as a result, we took on the financial burden ourselves. Upon leaving, I took on a couple of other projects. One was a website for the UPS store that I work for, shipupsri.com. I did a lot of work with them in January in order to get them up and running, and made a very interactive website that the customers have expressed a great appreciation for, because it makes it a lot easier for them not only to find out certain information, but able to actually interact with us as well via the net. I've also been doing work with a group called the Rhode Island Pirate Players, a great group of guys and ladies who work very hard to reenact historical pirate acts from the 1600s. They go around schools and libraries, and they focus mostly on New England. Anyways, what had happened is, since turning over the site, I had made a few comments to Mr. Bernard about the way the site was being run. And it wasn't that I was trying to be a jerk, it's just that, again, I took a lot of pride in what we had done over the years. And I wasn't happy with the lack of pages being updated, the lack of a site altogether. The site was pretty much gone at this point, back in January. And I expressed my unhappiness with that. I turned this over to you, and it was kind of going away. Over the months, less and less updates were occurring. Occasionally you'd have a flurry of 5 or 6 news stories in a week, which is great considering I put 5 or 6 a day. And I understand certain things, and certain things have come to light to me. I think one of the biggest problems as far as WrestlingMark.com goes is that a couple of weeks ago I had gone out with WebStalker, and we had gone to a roller derby, and he turned around to me and said, you know, your website's selling Mexican Viagra. I said, what are you talking about? He goes, I think you should look at the site. And if you go to WrestlingMark.com right now, and this is what you're going to see, you're going to see a site that has basically a search engine, and the site has been removed. I contacted Grange and expressed, dude, what's going on? And he's like, I don't know. He says he contacted the hosting company and tried to get something happening, and he says they would not contact him back. Got to take his word for it. Okay. On Friday, he had posted a blog, and you can check out his blog. You know, go to my front page there, and you know, you'll see Grange's American Flag. Click on that, and then click on his blogs. In which he says, this is a very hard column to write. I feel I owe some explanation, so bear with me. I have pretty much abandoned WrestlingMark.com. It has nothing to do with time constraints or disinterest. It's just that at this time I cannot do it. He goes on to say that you know, his eyesight is failing rapidly. He has glaucoma. I know he's going in for elective surgery at the end of this month, and it's a very hard time for him. So he decided to walk away from WrestlingMark.com. I think it's important at this point as well, I point out that this is how I found out. Had I not gone to check on his blog, I would not know WrestlingMark.com was closed. And officially, as of right now, it is. Friday night, I took the steps necessary to retain the name of WrestlingMark.com. Again, I took a lot of pride in what I had done with the site. We offered a lot of things. I put a lot of effort into it. I poured a lot of my hard-earned money into it. When the bills came in, all those bills had my name on it. It was my cash going out on it. So it was important to me to retain that name of WrestlingMark.com because of it. Friday night, on Friday morning, I emailed the hosting company. By noon, I had a reply. I don't know why Grange wasn't able to get a hold of them to get the other situations corrected back when, but I now have possession of WrestlingMark.com. If for no other reason, is that because I put so much effort into it, I do not want to see it go to somebody else who I don't know, who may or may not have the same respect for the business that I have, who may not, you know, I don't want to see it just get tossed away. So with that, I retain the name. Now, as far as what will happen with WrestlingMark.com, will it be relaunched? Will it be a hiatus before relaunch? What will be involved in it? I don't know. I don't know if it's something that I want to pursue. I don't know if WrestlingMark.com is something that should be resurrected. I'd like to have your opinion. I'd like to, if you're a fan of WrestlingMark.com, I want to hear from you. I want to hear, do you think that this website should be resurrected? Should it not? I want to know if you didn't like WrestlingMark.com. I want to know why. Do you feel as though it should be resurrected or not? I do retain the name. If the site is relaunched in any way, shape, or form, I will tell you this: it's going to be a one-man show. I had two partners. We had a lot of staff members who worked on it, and I don't think I want to go through that anymore. If it does relaunch, it's going to be a one-man show. It's going to be what I want to do and how I want to do it. The question is, what do I want to do? Again, this is where I'm kind of asking people to tell me what you think and what you feel should come about from this website. Please leave me a comment and have a good week, and maybe I'll be talking to you again via camera next week. Thank you.